Hey everybody, Fearsome Beaver here, a sick Fearsome Beaver. I have a cold. Yes, a cold again. I love how through my glorious 30s I probably got sick maybe twice. And since turning 40, well, since getting a child, I've gotten sick 3 times, and this is the 3rd time, and this one's a doozy. I have a raging sore throat right now, but I will push through this for you, my beloved fans. Basically, we took our kid to Gymboree for the first time. We took him out of his bubble and let him go out in the public, and he licked a toy, and I believe that gave him the cold, and then 3 days later, both my wife and I both got the cold as well. So we're a household of sick people, but I guess that is parenthood. And I can't breathe out of my nose right now, so it's really annoying. So I apologize for the quality, but hopefully you'll enjoy the commentary either way. But today is Crysis 3 day. I got Crysis 3 on launch day, and I'm enjoying it. It's a fun little game. It's I played the beta. I played it on PS3, which isn't gonna help me. I can't play shooters on PS3. I hate playing shooters on PS3 because of the controller. I need that left stick button to go. I need it up. I don't like it right next to the right stick. It gives me hand cramps, and I hate the triggers on PS3. And I hope PS4 fixes it. I haven't checked into that. If anybody knows, let me know. Post it in the comments. But the triggers suck on the PS3, and I hope they fix them and make them more concave. I think that's the word, concave. So it's more like a trigger. It'd be much better for racing and shooters. Well, mainly I want it for racing because I'm still not going to play a shooter on it because it looks like it's the same controller, just some differences. But anyway, there I go on tangents. Anyway, I didn't know if I'd like it, but I decided to go for it. I had a lot of money in my Amazon account left, so I figured, why not? I'll give it a try. And with the YouTube channel, you gotta have the new games out, so I should do it. And then whatever. But I've never played Crysis. I downloaded it because I got it free with my game, so I look forward to playing that. I played Crysis 2. I enjoyed the single player, and I had an alright time in the multiplayer. I think, as with most games with me, I tend to lose focus and not go back to them, and I did that with Crysis 2, and I've done it with many other games. But hopefully I'll stick with this one. I've put I haven't had much time to play, but when I have played, it's either this or DayZ, so I haven't played Call of Duty or anything like that. But this gameplay is, I got an Elgato, and I love it, and I just turned on Crysis, turned on the Elgato, and played for an hour. And this was a capture the relay game that was worthy to post. I'm not very good at the game. I don't have many great gameplays yet to put up, but this one I didn't do too bad. This is the first time I ever played capture the relay, which is essentially capture the flag, but it was fun. It's a fun game. But let's see, single player. I've played a little single player. I have to say I'm not terribly pleased with it. We'll see as I get along. To me, it's too dark. I spent a lot of time not being able to find enemies, and I would just get frustrated. I posted on Twitter, and I meant it. Seriously. I will just go out in the open and have people shoot me so I can see where the bullets are coming from, so I can know where to shoot and where to find them. When you're using a predator bow in the dark, in the rain, it's really difficult. And I blame that on the design, the color scheme, the atmosphere that they created. It doesn't work. Hopefully there's some daylight levels. I enjoyed Crysis 2 single player a lot. I had a lot of fun with that game, but I'm not having it with this one. But I'm having much more fun with the multiplayer in this one. And there's a lot to do. I was gonna talk about it, but I didn't know. I couldn't find. Man, the wikis for this thing all suck. But so I got the game on right now, so I can look at it and go through the playlists that are available. There's some different things that you don't see in your standard shooters like Call of Duty. There's your regular team deathmatch. You're in a team. Blah blah blah. I don't need to explain that to you folks. Excuse me. Deathmatch is just free for all. It's okay. I don't like playing it, mainly for probably one of my biggest complaints is the stealth mode. Deathmatch seems to be everybody sitting in a quarter with their camo on, or whatever they call it in the game, their stealth camo, and you're just it's a little slow, it's a little tedious, it's a little it's a campapalooza. Yes. Anybody ever go to Lollapalooza? Do they do those anymore? I went to some of the first ones. That's dating myself. Let's move on. But yeah, so deathmatch, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But everybody's invisible, and it gets a little boring and slow and tedious. The next is it's two of them together. It's Crash Site and Spears. Crash Site is you secure an active alien drop pod site to score points. I don't think I've played it, but I believe it's just headquarters. I have played Spears, which is essentially domination, but there's just these spears that shoot out of the ground, and you capture them, and then there's 3 points, and you try to hold on to first one to 100 wins. Next one is the dual playlist of Extraction and Capture the Relay. This is Capture the Relay, as I said before, which is essentially just capture the flag. Instead of flags, you have these little relays. Extraction was kind of interesting. It's kind of cool. There's power cells that are around the map, and one team defends those power cells. The other one tries to capture them and deliver them to another spot, an extraction point. That was kind of fun. I didn't do well in it, so I'm not going to post the gameplay, but if I get a good one up, I definitely will. But I like it. It's a fun little game. Everybody who's following this game knows Hunter. That's the big one. Hunter is a hit or miss. When it's a hit, it's a lot of fun, and it's tense, and I've had first day I got in some games where everybody was just having I was in a general lobby where everybody was having a lot of fun with it, and it wasn't a camp fest, because that's what Hunter can kind of do. Everybody's hunting around in a corner, and they're doing all they can to not get seen or whatever. But there's some pretty, if you move around and work as a group to move around the map and stuff, it can get really tense and really exciting, and I like that about that. But then you can get into a lobby and it's just boring, and you just sit there and whatever. But basically, if you're not familiar with it, it's or if you're not familiar with Hidden, one of the mods for, I think, Half-Life 2 episode 1 or 3 or something, but I'm sure you've seen the videos. I mean, all the big YouTubers went crazy with the Hidden, and that's a fun game. But this is kind of the same thing. You got some invisible people with the bows, and then you got cell operatives who have the guns, and you want to stay alive. The only difference is, and I think there was a thing in Hidden, but I'll let go of the Hidden, never mind. Once you die, then you become a hunter, and then you try to be the last man standing, or you try to get all the cell operatives. But it's a fun game. It would probably be really great if you can get in a party. Assault. I have not played Assault, but it's a round-based mode. Nanosuit operatives must download data from terminals defended by standard soldiers. 1 life only. I've not played it, so I don't know. I tried to get into a lobby, but I couldn't get into one. I was having issues with... right now there's only 25 players in that game, so seems everybody's in Team Deathmatch at the moment. Team Deathmatch and Extraction and Crash Site Spears. So hopefully I'll try Assault and I'll get something up. And next is Medley. It's just a mixture of all the game modes in one playlist. And then there's one called Cell vs. Rebel. You can play it. It rotates around Team Deathmatch, Crash Site, Spears, Capture the Relay, and Extraction. The only difference is nobody has nanosuits, which might be interesting because it's basically, you don't have the stealth camo and the armor and all the extra cool stuff you can get with the nanosuits. So that might be interesting. I haven't tried it yet. Didn't even know it existed until I just read it right now. Let's see. I did play this one. Yep, still the same one. I don't know how often they're going to update this, but they have a developer's choice, and somebody at Crytek creates a custom game. And this week I played it, and it was your weapon is a Majestic, which is a big pistol. You have infinite ammo, low health, so it's kind of one shot kills. There's no pinger, no VTOL, there's no environment weapons, and it's the map, skyline, and river. So it's pretty cool. It's, this week I played a few games of it, nothing spectacular, but it was fun, and I'm interested to see how often they change it up, whether it's monthly or weekly or bi-weekly, but we'll see. But it's kind of cool. I have a developer just kind of create a custom game, and then you can go in right there and just always play it. And then there's maximum team deathmatch and maximum deathmatch, and that's increased damage and minimal on-screen information for team deathmatch and deathmatch. So some cool stuff in there. I still got to play around with it, but so far I'm liking it. It's fun. And so that's basically the game. Let me take a drink of water because I am in a lot of pain right now. I don't think it's strep because I don't have the fever. Oh, that hurts, man. Sometimes juice and but yeah, I mean, being sick just I'm a baby, I'll admit it. I hate being sick more than anything else in the world. That's why I've had a very good... I used to get sick a lot as a kid, even as a teenager and early adult. I would get a cold and it would always turn into bronchitis. And then about 15 years ago, I just stopped. And I'd get a cold every once in a while, but it would never turn anything. Or I'd start feeling like I was going to get a cold, and it would turn into nothing. It would wake up and I'd eat like 10 chewable vitamin C's at like 800% per chewable, and drink a big glass of orange juice and go to bed, get at least a good 9-10 hours, and wake up feeling good. But I don't know. I think taking care of the kid all day, I'm around it all day, I'm not gonna be able to do it. But I'll tell you, I don't know. I mean, because he's sick, so not a lot of running around and a lot of TV watching. And right now his favorite thing is Dora the Explorer. I don't know how many of you are familiar with Dora the Explorer. I was not familiar with Dora until 3 weeks ago when I accidentally turned on Nick Jr. and he saw the monkey that she hangs out with, Boots. And it's been downhill since then. He can now say Dora. He's still learning to talk. He's only been in the U.S. and around English for not even a year yet, and that's my problem with Dora. Is like we're trying to teach him English, and he's doing really well, picking up words a lot. But now he won't stop watching this show, and she taught. Dora's Mexican, so it's a show that likes to try to teach you Spanish, and I need him to learn English first. I need him. I've been trying to teach him his colors, and now all of a sudden it's like every episode she's telling him, oh, rojo and azul and blue and red in Spanish is blah blah blah, and I'm like, no, you got to stop him, and I have to watch him with him. So every time she's like, he knows how to say up now and up and down, and then she's making him say it in Spanish, and I got to talk over her. And when she says, underlay, I'm like, up. I try to talk over her so he can only hear me. I mean, if he wants to learn Spanish a couple years from now, that's fine. But right now, I don't need him to learn. There's still a little Korean. We let him have some stuff in Korean still. But no, I mean, I can go on about Dora. I could make a whole suit. Dora's the devil. Dora and her stupid collecting stars and her stupid backpack and her stupid map and her stupid always having to solve somebody else's problems and having to do it while speaking Spanish, and there's a cow that turns into a damn potato in one episode. I watched that one today. I mean, the cow turned into potato, so there's a whole episode on how to go to the wizard to get him to not be a potato anymore. A potato? What? Sometimes you just gotta wonder, but I'll shut up. Crysis beats Dora. How about that? So thanks for watching. Sorry for being sick and not being as entertaining as I usually am. Haha. But I love y'all, and hope you're having a good time, and I hopefully won't die, and I'll do this again sometime. Bye.